Women, the caretakers of the world in the intricate tapestry of humanity, women have long been the unsung heroes, quietly shouldering the caretaking responsibilities that form society's very fabric. From nurturing families to tending to communities and beyond, women play a pivotal role in sustaining and enriching the world we inhabit. Their innate capacity for empathy, resilience, and nurturing instincts make them the cornerstone of caregiving across cultures and generations. In the realm of family life, women often bear the primary burden of caregiving. They are the ones who not only give birth but also devote countless hours to nurturing, nourishing, and shaping the lives of their children. The role of mothers in providing emotional support, guidance, and unconditional love is unparalleled. Whether waking up at odd hours to soothe a crying baby or staying up late to help with homework, mothers exemplify the selflessness and dedication inherent in caregiving. Furthermore, women frequently extend their caregiving roles beyond their families to encompass broader communities. In many societies, women are the backbone of community support networks, volunteering their time and energy to assist those in need. Whether organizing food drives, running community centers, or providing emotional support to neighbors, women are often at the forefront of grassroots initiatives that foster solidarity and compassion. Moreover, in professions traditionally associated with caregiving, such as nursing, teaching, and social work, women continue to make significant contributions. Their compassionate nature, coupled with their innate ability to empathize and connect with others, enables them to excel in these fields. Nurses, for instance, not only administer medical care but also provide emotional support to patients and their families during times of illness and distress. Teachers mold young minds, instilling values of empathy, kindness, and cooperation that shape future generations. Social workers advocate for the vulnerable and marginalized, striving to create a more equitable and just society. In addition to their roles within families and communities, women have also been instrumental in driving global movements for social justice and change. From suffragettes fighting for women's right to vote to contemporary activists advocating for gender equality and environmental sustainability, women have been at the forefront of transformative movements that challenge oppressive structures and envision a more inclusive and compassionate world. Despite the invaluable contributions of women as caretakers, their efforts are often undervalued and overlooked. Women continue to face systemic barriers and gender stereotypes that undermine their contributions and limit their opportunities for advancement. The unequal division of caregiving responsibilities between men and women perpetuates gender inequalities in the workplace, hindering women's professional growth and economic empowerment. To truly harness the transformative potential of women as caretakers, it is imperative to address these systemic inequalities and create environments that support women's full participation and leadership. This entails promoting policies that ensure equal pay, parental leave, affordable childcare, and access to education and healthcare for all. It also requires challenging gender norms and stereotypes that limit women's aspirations and opportunities for personal and professional fulfillment. In recognizing and honoring the vital role of women as caretakers, we not only celebrate their contributions but also reaffirm our commitment to building a more compassionate, equitable, and sustainable world. By valuing and empowering women as caregivers, we pave the way for a brighter and more inclusive future for all. Addressing systemic inequalities and promoting women's full participation and leadership requires a multifaceted approach that encompasses policy changes, cultural shifts, and grassroots initiatives. Here are several strategies that can be implemented. Legislative reforms. Governments should enact and enforce laws that promote gender equality in the workplace, including equal pay for equal work, anti-discrimination measures, and quotas or targets for women's representation in leadership positions. Additionally, policies such as paid parental leave, affordable childcare, and flexible work arrangements can help support women's participation in the workforce while balancing caregiving responsibilities. 2. Education and awareness. Implement comprehensive education programs aimed at challenging gender stereotypes, promoting gender equality, and empowering women and girls. This includes integrating gender-sensitive curricula in schools, providing training on unconscious bias and diversity for employers and employees, and raising awareness about the importance of women's leadership and participation in all sectors of society. 3. Corporate accountability. Encourage companies to adopt gender-inclusive policies and practices, such as transparent recruitment and promotion processes, mentorship and sponsorship programs for women, and diversity training for employees. Holding corporations accountable for gender pay gaps and lack of diversity in leadership can also drive meaningful change. 4. Support networks and mentorship. Establish networks and mentorship programs that connect women with experienced leaders and provide them with guidance, support, and opportunities for advancement. These networks can help women build confidence, develop leadership skills, and navigate the challenges they may face in male-dominated industries or environments. 5. Investment in women's entrepreneurship. Provide funding, resources, and support for women-owned businesses and startups. Investing in women's entrepreneurship not only promotes economic empowerment but also fosters innovation and creates opportunities for women to become leaders and decision-makers in their respective fields. 6. Political empowerment. Encourage women's participation and leadership in politics by promoting electoral reforms, providing training and support for women candidates, and addressing barriers such as campaign finance restrictions and gender-based violence in politics. Increasing women's representation in government can lead to more inclusive policies and better representation of women's interests and perspectives. 7. Community engagement. Foster grassroots initiatives and community-led efforts that empower women and address the root causes of gender inequality. This includes supporting women's rights organizations, community-based projects focused on women's economic empowerment, and initiatives that challenge harmful cultural practices and norms. 8. Media representation. Promote positive and diverse portrayals of women in the media and popular culture, challenging stereotypes and highlighting women's achievements and leadership roles. Media can play a powerful role in shaping perceptions and attitudes towards gender equality and can help normalize women's leadership and participation in all spheres of society. By implementing these strategies and fostering a comprehensive approach to addressing systemic inequalities, we can create a more equitable and inclusive society where women have equal opportunities to thrive, lead, and contribute to the advancement of humanity. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to support this channel. Please share across social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Here are some specific examples of challenges women face in their caretaking roles. 1. Unpaid care work. Women disproportionately bear the burden of unpaid care work, including tasks such as cooking, cleaning, childcare, and elder care. This invisible labor often goes unrecognized and undervalued, limiting women's time and opportunities for education, employment, and personal development. 2. Gender pay gap. The gender pay gap persists across many industries and professions, meaning that women often earn less than their male counterparts for the same work. This economic inequality not only impacts women's financial security but also perpetuates traditional gender roles where men are seen as primary breadwinners, further entrenching women's caregiving responsibilities. 3. Limited access to affordable childcare. High costs and limited availability of quality childcare services present significant barriers for women seeking to enter or remain in the workforce. Without access to affordable childcare, many women are forced to choose between their careers and caring for their children, leading to lower workforce participation and earning potential. 4. Lack of parental leave policies. In many countries, inadequate parental leave policies fail to support working parents, particularly mothers, in balancing work and caregiving responsibilities. Without adequate time off to care for newborns or sick family members, women may face pressure to leave the workforce or return to work before they are ready, exacerbating stress and strain on their families. 5. Gender stereotypes and discrimination. Women often face gender stereotypes and discrimination in the workplace, which can impact their career advancement and opportunities for leadership. Stereotypes portraying women as less competent or committed than men in leadership roles can undermine women's confidence and hinder their ability to assert themselves in male-dominated environments. 6. Elderly care responsibilities. As populations age, many women find themselves juggling caregiving responsibilities for both young children and elderly family members. This sandwich generation phenomenon can place significant strain on women's time, finances, and emotional well-being, as they navigate the complexities of providing care across generations. 7. Healthcare disparities. Women may encounter disparities in access to healthcare services, particularly reproductive and maternal health care, which can impact their ability to maintain their health while caring for others. Limited access to affordable health care, discriminatory practices, and lack of culturally competent care can all contribute to disparities in health outcomes for women. 8. Work-life balance challenges. Balancing work and caregiving responsibilities can be challenging for women, particularly in environments that lack flexibility or support for remote work arrangements. Without access to flexible scheduling, paid time off, or supportive workplace policies, women may struggle to meet the demands of both their professional and caregiving roles, leading to stress, burnout, and decreased job satisfaction. By addressing these specific challenges through systemic changes in policies, practices, and cultural norms, we can create a more supportive and equitable environment for women as caretakers, enabling them to fully participate and lead in all aspects of society. Highlighting diverse perspectives and experiences of women from different cultures and backgrounds enriches our understanding of the challenges they face as caretakers. Here's how we can incorporate more diverse perspectives into this guide. 1. Cultural expectations and norms. In many cultures, women are expected to fulfill traditional caregiving roles within the family, often prioritizing the needs of others above their aspirations and well-being. For example, in some Asian cultures, the concept of filial piety places a strong emphasis on daughters caring for elderly parents, which can impact women's career choices and life trajectories. 2. Immigrant and refugee women. Immigrant and refugee women face unique challenges as caretakers, including language barriers, cultural adaptation, and limited access to support services. Many immigrant women must navigate complex systems to access health care, education, and social services while also managing their caregiving responsibilities within tight-knit immigrant communities. 3. Indigenous women. Indigenous women often play vital roles as caretakers within their communities, preserving cultural traditions and passing down knowledge to future generations. However, they may also face systemic barriers such as poverty, inadequate health care, and environmental degradation, which impact their ability to provide care for their families and communities. 4. Rural and remote communities. Women in rural and remote communities face distinct challenges in accessing health care, education, and employment opportunities, which can impact their ability to fulfill caregiving responsibilities. Limited infrastructure, transportation options, and social services further compound the difficulties faced by rural women in balancing work and family obligations. 5. LGBTQ+ women. LGBTQ+ women may encounter unique challenges in caregiving roles, particularly in contexts where their identities are not fully recognized or respected. Discrimination, stigma, and legal barriers to marriage and adoption can impact LGBTQ+ women's ability to form families and access support services, complicating their caregiving responsibilities. 6. Women with disabilities. Women with disabilities often face intersecting forms of discrimination and marginalization, which can impact their ability to provide care for themselves and others. Accessibility barriers, lack of inclusive healthcare services, and social isolation can exacerbate the challenges faced by women with disabilities in fulfilling caregiving roles. 7. Economic disparities. Women from low-income backgrounds may experience heightened financial pressures and limited access to resources, which can impact their ability to provide adequate care for their families. They may also face barriers to accessing education, job training, and employment opportunities, further exacerbating economic inequalities and caregiving responsibilities. By acknowledging and amplifying the diverse perspectives and experiences of women from different cultural, social, and economic backgrounds, we recognize the complexity of the challenges they face as caretakers and underscore the importance of addressing systemic inequalities to promote women's full participation and leadership in all aspects of society. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe to our channel for more self-improvement videos. Comment below to tell us how useful you found this video. Remember to share on various social media platforms to reach a wider audience. Click the notification bell to get notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.